morning, everyone. It's been quite a few weeks last I posted a video. Basically, there's nothing going on for me, so I didn't put anything up. Right? No, no use of putting up useless content. I'm just doing this for my friends and family and whoever want to see, and also for me to kind of like my own log and diary to recall what I been doing over the years on my trades. And so let's jump right into it. So last trade I had was I was talking about AI trade, I recall, and I pretty much out of those three, pretty much except I still have an Apple vertical spread that didn't work out too well. But overall, I'm still in the green. So I had the Microsoft trade on. I have the Apple trade, and I also have a Meta trade. Microsoft and Meta, as you know, they went high, and my vertical worked out basically great. Made money on this vertical and Meta. So did Microsoft, and it went higher. Definitely went higher, and you never catch the top, never catch the bottom. That's how it is. So I took this nice profit too on the verticals. So these two, but Apple, I still have Apple open because the vertical call does not expire until like June anyway, and is dropping pretty rapidly. But this is why I have the defined risk trade. The most I can lose is a couple $100 on each contract. So yeah, this guy's not coming back. So this guy's going to take a loss, and so I have 2 wins and 1 lose. So basically, excuse me, I have 1 win, and that's good enough. So they make a little bit of money. I also had the bank's trade on, and it popped way before I even expected it. So it did a nice pop yesterday, and it popped to top of my vertical range, and I took profit. I took profit on it. My maximum profit is actually $65 per contract. So I took a $50 with $50 profit, which is 2/3 of that, which is great. Anything over half this is great. So that I made out too. I'm looking to actually go in again, but look at this. The problem with this trade right now, technically, is it's kind of a triple top on this. If you look at this yesterday, this top and this top, and you got these long tails. So I need to see something fundamental to break through this in the actuality. Otherwise, any breakthrough is actually just a technical, not support from by fundamental. That's a little iffy for me. So on the triple top, I'm like, okay, take profit on my contracts, and then I will go back in if it does have something fundamental break. Again, my rule is a break, and then on the second bar, making new high, then I ended the trade. Right? That's a kind of like a trend following breakout trade in that rules. Right now, who knows, right? The market is really making new high again. A couple of days last week, and I'm actually trimming off my long-term holding. I trimmed 20% of my US index. Now, when you buy US index, you're buying the US economy. You're buying the first world economy. And what better place to put your money to work than first world economy, number 1 economy in the world? It's just no other place. However, we have this nice run, right? And it's a huge rapid run from last year. And you gotta ask yourself, right? This is the second leg. I do expect a third leg, but I also think things might cool off a little. I might have a chance to buy back again and go for the third leg. This is only the second run. I expect that. Yeah. So I'm trimming off 20% of my long-term holding. On top of why? The question is, okay, if you make some money and you take out some money, what are you gonna do with the money? You always gotta put money to work, right? So the question becomes, do you have something that replaces this? And the reason why I really trim off is actually I have something that I have in mind that I'm replacing my US index holding. Now, it's not complete replacement. It's a partial replacement because I read a lot every day. The nature of my work as an analyst before all these years. So I caught this yesterday. I got this is like this article about buying China. Now we all know China, right, had been depressed since coming out of COVID. What was expected? The economy picked up after COVID, but it didn't. It just keep on going lower, lower. You have these huge, like Evergrande, right? Evergrande. You have these huge property blow up. These huge property companies just blow up over these couple of years, and it's good. It's good because if we allow all these excessive leverage in the system. Now the Chinese is that they believe in buying a lot more on brick, a lot more investing in real estate over financials. When the real estate market collapse, a lot of people are just like, oh my God, right? They're devastated because more majority of the wealth is tied to real estate. And the economy has a lot of issue going on, mainly, but it has all the upsides too. Is look at this, is EV, BYD. Oh wow! You look it up, it's impressive. There's a lot of other sides. So it's a fight between, is it going to continue to go down like this, a long-term trend? Now you have to pull it out instead of daily. I pull it out to monthly. Right? For my long-term holding, I pull it out to a monthly chart, and it look like this. This is a Shanghai large cap index. Right? It look like this. Right? You have this huge. You run a regression, right? Since coming out of COVID, right? Okay, around 2020, end of 2020, all the way to today, it's this huge downtrend. Before this, it has kind of this bottom. You look at this. You have this bottom since 2005. You have this bottom. It broke that level. It just keep on going. Now, right now, you kind of have a double bottom since end of 2022, and right now you do have kind of little double bottom situations, and so like, oh, right now the valuation level, go back to like 2005, 2006, right here at this level, 2005. Yeah, if you think about it, if at 2005 I did invest in Chinese market and catch the ramp, of course you might catch this too, right? And then you have this sideway and come back up and all these, right? But overall, you have this nice uptrend. You will have a pretty good profit actually if you bought it from here. At the high, right? It triple, more than double. Next high, well, when it come back, yeah. So right now, this gives you kind of like a long-term trend. If you can get back up to the level, this is the true trend line, long-term trend line of the Chinese market. And right now, it's devalued. This is a Warren Buffett trade. You have to hold it. That's the thing. But it's so cheap. $23 a share. You can buy a lot. Even with your allowance. If you're a high school student, full class student, you can still hold this. Start buying it. Now the key is for this to get back above this long-term green line. This is the real key. Once you get back above this line, they go back into its growth mode. So from a developing market to a modern market, a developed market, you gotta go through this. You gotta go through this, all these volatility, and then you have to go through this pain. The question is it gonna go deeper? Who knows? All right, it might, but how much can you lose? $23 going to go to zero? Well, it won't go to zero. Then the Chinese economy is over, right? China is over, and yeah. So whatever the government is doing things, and actually this is actually technical, right? The more important part is the fundamentals, right? As I'm shifting out some of my 30% of my U.S. allocation into a second world, not second world, but number 2 economy in the world. You can say number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, but the next one is Germany or Japan. Those two, okay. Japanese have a lot of internal structural issue. It did run this year, but I don't see a long-term prospect. This is I'm talking about 10 years long-term Warren Buffett type of trade, right? Pass it on to grandkids or so. So this trade right now is where I see this fundamental. And the fundamental behind is that now, although China is not a fully open market economy, it is a capitalism in certain sense, but it is run by a lot of state policy dictate. So if you really look at it, it's from the policy angle, the Chinese policy angle. And after all this struggle, the number one person in charge is President Xi Jinping decide that from this article, according to this article, instead of positioning China on the global stage, he's going to focus back to the economy, which is really good news. He's going to start focusing and putting policy back into where the core bread and butter everybody in China, which is great. For me, this is great. You got to do a lot, right? This is a kind of a way to see, as he's going to roll different policy, but he's going to focus. The key was he's going to focus back to the economy, move away from a fixation about China's position on the global stage. Because after all, what's important? You want to do anything? Well, the world runs on money. Everything runs on money. Everything has an economical cost attached to it. So when the number one person in a country of the second world largest economy, largest GDP, not second world, I'm sorry, again, in the number two, I always say that, number two largest GDP in the world, something's going to happen. Something to change. I expect half a year to a year from now, everything will go back to its long-term uptrend. So you can read down this article. Is China may unleash fiscal stimulus. China is directing capital to key growth sectors. Chinese government is buying stock on weakness, and so and so and so. Yes, it has a lot of political stigma, I would say, attached to it, and the East versus West and all that other stuff. But in the end of the day, is what policy? What are you going to do? Are you going to is the government basically focusing on the people, on the economy, or are they focusing on the military, on other aspect of the country, right? Everything you have limited finite resource. It's a pie, and you divide that. Right? And you got to make decision. Okay, how much attention, how much resource I'm going to put in on different area of a country, and it's about time, actually, right, that something is going to happen. Something is going to take place. They have a lot of innovation. They have a lot of things like 5G and all that, right? And the world is they're trying to put obstacle in front of it to allow over the last few years, and that's how it is. Because when competition cannot compete against you, what do? They try to trip you. That's what the world been trying to do to a lot of Chinese company. Right? Huawei is a prime example. Is that right? And by all these different ways they can do it. But if your product at the end of the day is all about, if your product is the best product, they can slow you down, right? They cannot stop you. Just like Apple, right? Back in the days, hey, why is Apple stock worth so much? They have the best cell phone. Over Samsung, over LG, over any company, over Motorola, right? No matter what other people try to do, hey, they will rise to the top. That's how it is. That's true capitalism, right? You can do your things. You can try to trip the other company and slow them down, but eventually people are still going to buy it. That's how it is. That's just fair market. So if you look at a lot of Chinese company, the innovation, the product is amazing. BYD, the EV. So, and they have a lot of resource. The country has a lot of resource too. And the people are very hardworking. It's the culture too. So a lot of things will come together again. And then, this is just a temporary, setback. The way I say it, 10 years down the road, you're going to look back, you're going to be up here. You're going to be up here. Maybe even make new high. And then 20, 30 years, by the time you pass it on your grandson, it's going to be all the way up. It is a matter of time. If they continue the innovation, they continue their hard working, instead of trying to position themselves or trying to play that geopolitical game, whatever you like call it. But let whatever. I don't talk about politics because the only reason I talk about politics, only thing I would talk about politics is if there is monetary benefit on it, is that investment and trading attached to it. That's all my only main focus. Politics, leave it to the politician, leave it to those guys. Whatever. I'm just a trader. I'm just an investor. I'm trying to make a good living, for my family, my friends around me, and enjoy life. Right? So that's very important. So no matter what I say, there's nothing political about. I'm not involved in that. All I'm involved is where I can make a good living, enjoy life, and focus on my own hobbies and pursuit. Anyway, so this tray, I'm start opening this tray already. Yeah, and if we go up this is my second leg. The second leg, if we break through this, I will look for a big breakout tray over here. So I'll mark this. All right. So I have this tray, and so basically I trim off my long-term holding on number one economy in the world. That's it, really topping, I think. Maybe not. Maybe we just continue with the next one. But I will get back in. If we pull back, all right, and then go up again. Right now, this nice run, pull back and do this. I expect maybe it goes sideways a little, whatever. All right, look at this. All right, this is long term. This is monthly again. Since the subprime blow up, the market this, and then make a new high again. This is a breakout trade right now, or if you're a monthly holding of on this. There's a breakout trade. There's a long right here. Look at the crossover on the monthly. Monthly is very clear. Everything is so clean. I like to trade monthly. In actuality, the longer it is, the less more it's low. Long tail, false hammer right here, right? But I don't see any false hammer here in actuality. Yeah. So right now, the problem is. There could be a lot more headwind coming in. Oops, did I put that on? No. But my prediction is never correct anyway. I don't trade on prediction. I trade on probability. I trade on what are the chances? Well, okay, there. Finally, I'm deleting that. What are the probability of this continue to go up at this angle? Wow, that's pretty steep angle right here, right now. Yeah. So I'm taking a little breathing room, reallocating a bigger portfolio. Now, that's my more of a long-term investing I was talking about. Let's get back to the other trade I put on. So I'm looking at banks. I took a look bank. Okay. So, put them aside because when I trade, I go back to the daily, go back to the weekly. Investing, I like to use monthly. Right now, I have this nice trade, nice profit, triple top, leave it, and see if we do a breakout. I need fundamental reason for a breakout. So I'm looking at fundamental. I would like a fundamental breakout, but we'll see. Let's see. Now the other trade I have on is Boeing. I short Boeing. I'm like, this guy is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous because here's his basing right here. He's trying to penetrate. So many times he's trying to penetrate this. And my saying is that it's just a matter of time. This stock is gonna go right here. That's a nice long-term floor right here. Okay. very long, 2 years. But this will get penetrated eventually. I sort of click on this guy. Oops. Okay. Okay. Oh. Ooh, where's my recording? So what I did. Okay. This is exactly what I did. I don't want to put a text. I did a 170, 165 vertical. I put a put basically. Is a $5 spread, so is my upside is 325. I pay 175 for it for each contract. For December expiration, there's a huge 9-month contract for 175. The most I lose is 175. That's just the first leg. The whole point of this trade. Okay, I'm pretty sure I put it on. So I did I think it's at December 19, 2024. Okay. Put spread, basically that's what I did. It's a 175, 165. Yeah, I longed it. I bought it basically. Bought it on March. Yesterday was the 4th. So a long put spread, that's all. Now the whole point is that I'm pretty sure I don't know what happened to the tax yesterday. Why was it missing? Anyway, put this back and at the sell position. So it's short around 170. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Oops. I always do this. There we go. Yeah. So I have a short position. Here. And this position go all in. I get a lot of time on it. Yes, I'm paying for premium, but I look through all the different trade and again, it's a defined risk trade. It go all the way. I have so much time on this, so I pay a lot for it. Is it? No. It's whatever current fair market pricing it is. That's not too much or too little. It's just whatever price at that point. Yeah. So there we go. There we go. I have this nice put spread. The delta, if you ask me the delta, I forgot on this. It was 25 delta. Oh, I forgot. I gotta look it up again. That's all. I can always look it back. But open long December 19, December 24 put spreads 125. No, 170. Okay, that's all. It's a 170. This guy 170 strike. There we go. Good. There we go. Yeah. So I have 9 months for this to work out. And Boeing, this is why. Okay. A former senior Boeing employee on why he still won't fly on a MAX plane. My God. After I read this article, I'm like, I am not gonna fly on these 737 MAX. It's just the way, the culture over there in Boeing, how they put things together. They don't run for engineering. It's all about profit. When you have a company, it's all about squeezing every little penny out of a plane. Anything, one screw that go wrong, this thing, right, it fall from the sky. My God. And all they care is money. Even with the new CEO, they talk a lot now. Oh, yeah, after all these incidents. So what? They're not doing any damn thing to really, really fix it. So what's the point? The point is
Another one is going to come in eventually. Another, God forbid, an incident, this stock's going to go collapse again. It's a time bomb. It's a ticking time bomb. So I'm like, oh, for $175 risk, that's pretty good. It's contract. That's a good risk I would take. Yeah, look at this. The author of this, a senior management in Boeing, he have seen less than 100 hours, planes that have less than 100 hours on it and have failure. Oh my God. Oh my God. And you can't blame maintenance because they haven't been there long enough to have any real serious maintenance. This is a brand new airplane. Oh, I can't believe it. So many life is at stake, and you try to squeeze every last penny. So what? Your stock is worth a lot. So what? You get a nice bonus. You're killing people here. It's just wrong. Okay, so what would it take for him to fly safe enough, to feel safe enough fly again? Well, they should be ground immediately, inspect and modify to ensure safety. Oh my God, you guys ground all the MAX plane again. Inspect and modify. Here's the keyword. Modified. All right, right now, ground it all, modify. Well, take a hit right now or take a bigger hit later. That's what is going to happen. And God forbid, so in some way I hope this trade actually doesn't work out or just go flat sideways. Because that means something bad happened. Or just another incident where a door blow out and land safely and ground them all. Please have it, dude, I don't know. The fact is I don't know. But it's a lot of negative. And they're not taking real measures to make corrections. Yes, it been depressed already. The stock have been sold off. But this is just first leg, gap one. Okay? Gap one, sideways. Right? I always say everything has three legs. Next leg, it's gonna fall through this bottom. This is where the next bottom is gonna fall through. Yeah. So and when I will make a prediction right now. I love to make prediction, although I'm using it wrong. When will be the real bottom of over time? The longer it's going to drag on. Okay, the longer it's going to follow this trajectory, this line. I'll tell you. Okay, I'll tell you the longer. Oh, there you go. I have this trade, but it's down here. Okay, I did put it up. Yeah. Oh. 168, no, 165, fat finger. There we go. Okay, so yeah, this is the down trajectory it's going to follow. Hit these play bangs and it might go through, but this is the next trajectory, the next level. And this is where I envisioned, unfortunately. But I see this article, I look at it, makes sense to me. Yeah, but especially when I short a stock, I want to define risk. Long stock, define risk, undefined risk, that's fine. Right, that FXI, I don't buy options or anything. I just long term hold. I just buy outright the stocks. On this, yeah, I short it. Yeah. So these two articles, and gave it's about growing potato. No, not growing potato. That's just a side hobby. Article about the world's second largest market. It might have some policy change. It might have some real meaningful event that will pull a floor at least on the long-term growth of the second largest economy in the world. So as the market is going, as the U.S. market, first economy of the world, have been enjoying such a bull run, I'm trimming it off, just reallocating. So that's just reallocation, right? Look at this. Oh my God. Spider. This daily though, yeah. But the daily run like this, pretty substantial. Pretty good points to take profit on this level, right? On this level, even on the MACD. right, on this level, on top level. Yeah, it might continue to go up. Nothing like it's going to hold up if it's continue to pop up, but I just trim off not my whole holdings. I still have majority of my holdings is still in this economy, number one economy in the world, until another economy suppress it, and then I will reallocate. You always put your money into work in the number one economy of the world. It's really that simple and hold it forever. The other one is Boeing. Boeing just continue to be scary. So I would take a shot at this. So there's the two trades of the month, maybe of the quarter. Yes, I am looking. I'm stepping really back to look even longer picture on weekly, on monthly, and let those work out, and more on the macro analysis. Companies that have good fundamentals and use overlay macros on it, it should work. But yeah, Apple was. The thing is, the problem is, you ask, why don't I take out my trade? Why don't I take out my verticals? Well, it's worth pretty much very nothing now. It's better off to, it's probably worth like $20-$30 for $20 more $30. I get a chance for it to run again. Who knows, right? Who knows? Apple might do something stupid, but chances probability wise at this level, I have to go and take a loss of max 205. So yeah, if you sell right now, I get $30 back, $30 or whatever. I make winners on another two trades already. So overall, I make a little bit of money. That's fine. You don't win all of them. You don't lose all of them, right? Who have known that Apple didn't run? Whoever know, right? I would normally, if it's a position trade, then I would get out. I broke down right here. Okay, nice tail. And they have another bad news today. This is where you need to get out. On the options, define risk. Hey, what the heck? The most I gain back is $30. Yeah. So I have $30. It would go back all the way up? Definitely not. Definitely not. We might come back a little, but then still, So consider that loss. Just leave it. If it does do some, 5 standard, 10 standard deviation events pop up again, hey, great. If not, hey, nature of a trade, nature of business, win some, lose some, right? At the end of the day, at the end of the year, if you have more winners than losers, then you make some money. It's a fun, educating process. Educating because you learn about the world, you learn about companies, you learn about all these things going on. And you pursue and translate that into benefit, monetary benefit, using your knowledge. That's trading. That's investing, right? In trading. Take years to develop, but once you get it, it's like, okay, there's a trade here, there's a trade there. There's an article here that points to a certain trade, and you say, oh, technically that makes sense, fundamentally that makes sense, and overlay the macros on it. Great. Right? Okay. So yes, I'm still looking for trade. I'm always looking for trade, and if anytime I have a meaningful trade, I will post this video. So until next time, thanks for watching. Good luck to everyone. Prosperity is by choice, not by life coincidence. Nothing coincident. You have to make a active choice. You have to go pursue it. That's prosperity. Have a good life, everyone. Live long and prosper.